Well, hey, early childhood team, Pastor Brandon here, about to give you an overview for our new series that we're going to be starting this week. It's called Be Different. This is going to be a really good one. And before I get into the details, let me kind of give you some direction. This video is going to be relatively short by some things that we're going to be shifting and changing. I know the last video I sent you for the water baptism was only a 1 week, so this one's 7 weeks long. So what we're going to do and give a shot at trying is sending out one big video where I overview the entire series just really quickly. Then I'm going to break it down each week and on the Sunday before you serve. So if you serve, let's say you serve on November 2nd, which is the first Sunday this series starts. You're going to get a video on Sunday, October 26th, which is this Sunday. You're going to get a video Sunday evening that talks about week number 1. So you'll probably get this video and then there'll be a second video. So just know that that's coming. I'm going to break them up. So if you're wondering why I didn't go as much details as I did with the water baptism, that's why we're going to try something different, because imagine if I was to do 7 weeks, nobody wants to be watching me for 15 minutes. So let's jump into this. Be different. This series is focused on Romans chapter 12. So these 7 weeks are going to be talking about things that have to do with us just kind of being different. How we're called to live differently. We're transformed by God and His Word and our relationship, His impact on our life. That's what this idea is. And so each lesson will point the kids and challenge them to embrace God's calling to stand out, to think differently, and to shine brightly for Jesus. Now, I read just a little bit of what's on the actual page here when it talks about the why, but I'm not going to go through all of that because I want you to read it. So 7 weeks here talking about these different lessons, and I'll just give them to you really quickly. So week number 1 is don't be a copycat. Remember with these, we do also have the posters in the room. So the poster will have your say yes to God poster, and then there'll be the response item. And then again, on the front page, this very first page that outlines, it tells you what those things are. It tells you the Bible lesson. It tells you what the focus is for that day and the date that it's on specifically. So there's that one. Don't be a copycat. It's the first one. And then the rest of them there. Again, I'm not going to go read them all, but it's just a general idea. Now let me also show you the other part of this that's really important is you'll notice that there are, when you look at the lesson material, there are different main points and Bible verses every week. Now, what we did for you guys is we've put together just one main point for the entire 7 weeks, and then one Bible verse that's going to go through the whole 7 weeks. Now, you will, again, when you see the specific lessons, not the class schedule, because the class schedule, I put the main point that's the same for all 7 weeks, and I put the main point, or the Bible verse that's the same for all 7 weeks. It's on there. But you'll have a different Bible story each week, all that stuff. But you'll notice when you look at the actual like preschool lesson, this is the material, the content, you'll notice that week 1 won't be different because I took the verse from week 1 and made it the foundation for the entire series. So there's that. So let me quickly show you, and then I'm going to wrap this video up so that I can work on doing those individual videos like I just told you. Okay, so the main point is I will be different. Very easy. So point to yourself with both thumbs for I, and then will be, you're going to lift your hands up to the sky like you're reaching with excitement. Okay, so I will be. Then different is to spread your arms wide. Now I can't do this one right now, but you're to turn in a circle, like a full circle, representing that you're unique and special. Okay, so I will be different. Those are the motions. They're on here. All right. Now, the Bible verse is Romans 12:2. Now, we shortened this and we streamlined it for the kids. So don't go saying Pastor Brandon is out here giving me something this is heresy. This is a Bible. This is a verse. If you remember the training, we want to take it and make it to where the kids can understand it and memorize it. Okay, so don't copy what the world does, but let God change you inside. Okay, so you're going to shake your head no like this and wave your hands in front of you. Okay, so that's don't copy. Then what the world does. So you're going to make a big circle. What the world does to show world. Okay. Then, but let God, you're going to point both hands to the sky, change you. And for change you, you're going to just spin around, no hands. You're just going to spin around one time and do it kind of slow and controlled because you want to kind of emphasize the change you part, okay? And then the last part of it is inside. So take your hands and put it over your heart, and that represents inside. Then Romans 12:2, okay? So that's the video overview for the whole kind of series and kind of some direction and pointing. Now look for shorter videos that are specific to the week that you will be teaching. So thank you so much for watching this video. I pray that you have a great week.